Nation. This next battle in the Brave 49 Super Fight Cage is 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 11 wins and 3 losses. He stands 188 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 84.2 kilograms. Representing Family Fight Team and fighting out of Serbia, please welcome Miro Jurković and his opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 10 wins and 1 loss. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 83.7 kilograms. Representing KHK Team Bahrain and fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, please welcome Ikram Aliskerov.
Height advantage goes to Miro, and we are ready to throw down.
Big question, Phil. Is Ikram going to go for the takedown early, or is he going to stand and trade?
Be interesting to see. We know that Miro wants to bite down on his mouthpiece and get engaged in a firefight. Was one half of the Brave Combat Federation 2020 Fight of the Year at Stockholm, Sweden, when he took on Andreas Gustafsson in a bloody war.
It's a little mind-boggling, but this is the 9th time Ikram Aliskerov has entered the Brave Combat Federation cage.
Miro obviously still in shape after that fight on the 12th of March. He really is up there. Yeah, big winging shot from Miro.
Phil, Miro is pacing himself just a little bit. This is a little bit different than his normal style. He knows he's got to go a long time. It was a little bit unexpected. He's pacing himself, and I think very well so far.
Here we have seen Ikram Aliskerov absolutely thrive in the deep waters of mixed martial arts. It was the 3rd round he got the Kimura on Dennis Tululin, and it was the 3rd round I believe he got the stoppage on Diego Gonzalez, so he does tend to get stronger as fights go.
My question has been answered. Ikram Aliskerov is going to try and stand with a banger.
Originally scheduled to face Enrico Cortese, Miro Jurković cuts a very different figure. Both incredibly aggressive fighters, but Miro a little bit more of a dog.
Things like Ikram's knee counter to a punch, absolutely incredible technique. You can see the redness on his opponent's body.
Oh, big flying knee, but
into a body lock, slam!
That was a beautiful sequence of attack. Use the strikes to guard your opponent, get the hands up, get them guarding. Big flying knee transition into a takedown. You don't often see that.
Jurkovic still completely in this fight. Very successfully extending that arm to try and shut down any of his opponent's long knees from the outside. Up to standing. So far, using the fence successfully to stop his back from being completely taken. He's going to look for a wrist control, then an underhook, and he is still inside.
Just shy with the knee, and Aliskerov with the drag takedown. He's been in there with some of the best. He's been in there with Chad Hanekom, Jeremy Pitbull Smith, Joey Birkenbosch, and Geraldo Coelho. No stranger to big fights and big game opposition. 7 of his 10 wins coming by way of stoppage. 4 of those being in the very first round. Has opened up Miro a little bit. I'm not quite sure where that cut came from, but he is really starting to leak. It might just be on the hairline, Kirik.
Looked like Miro actually tried to pull guard. He probably realized from that back turtle position he was taking too much damage. Wasn't really able to pull a closed guard. Now his wrist is in danger.
Looking for the Kimura from the half guard position. Really wants to step over the head with that.
Aliskerov wants to free that shin, which he has now succeeded in. Look at those transitions. Looks for the throat when it's not there. Doesn't matter. Transitions right into a striking attack.
Oh, Miro Jurković is leaking, wearing a crimson mask right now.
Elbow coming.
This could be some of the most blood we have seen shed inside the Brave Arena. And the cut team, Jess Isaacson, Brian Coyle, and Ryan Martin will have their work cut out for them should this fight get to the second round. Savage elbows being thrown by Ikram Aliskerov. It's just the workman-like, it's that cool, almost killer-like proficiency with which Aliskerov approaches the fight.
Exactly, Phil. I have never not been impressed with Ikram Aliskerov's relentless attacks. It doesn't matter what's happening. He never stops to rest. He never backs off, shakes his arms out. He just attacks. It's what he does.
Momentarily looked like he was trying to dig in for the likes of a Darce. Right now using heavy, heavy hips.
Cradle, don't see that a lot in mixed martial arts.
And interestingly, though, the likes of the choke right now could be easier for Aliskerov to get due to the fact that the blood has made Miro so slick. We saw it, I think it was the most clear illustration of that was BJ Penn versus Joe Daddy. Aliskerov, that's a big shot to the body. That's a rib tickler if ever I saw one. And just transitioned seamlessly. Mirko offered a little bit of offense there with a potential triangle, but Ikram Aliskerov, so smart, so savvy, transitions into the mount position or a three-quarter mount. Now it's a full back take and big strikes being thrown here by Ikram Aliskerov.
Ikram Aliskerov is a dictionary on exactly how you're supposed to strike when you're on the ground. You strike and flow, strike and flow, strike and flow, waiting for an opportunity.
And that is absolutely relentless from Ikram Aliskerov. Miro Jurković thinking to himself, what did I sign up for?
What a fantastic round for Ikram Aliskerov. Phil, I have one question for you and one question only. Was that a 10-8 round?
I think potentially due to the cut, and I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. Oh, it's called off due to the cut. As referee Dickie Larkin called that off due to the cut. He had the arms momentarily in the air. Just the best. Isaacson working diligently on the cut. I'm not quite sure.
Brave Nation, we are watching intently now from cage side. The officials are carefully studying the cut.
Fight still going, ladies and gentlemen. That might have been a little bit of a misinterpretation on my part.
The fight will go on, Brave Nation, and I, for one, am thrilled.
Miro Jurković proving that even as he's getting a relative beating put on him, that he's one of the toughest guys. Desperate to continue, desperate to go, and ready to show why he's one of the toughest MFers in global mixed martial arts, Carrick.
Expect one thing right now, Phil, and that is for Ikram Aliskerov to attack, and yeah, for Miro Jurković to be tough as nails.
And Miro owes us nothing right now. He's just going to bite down on the mouthpiece and throw heavy, heavy leather circling out, and he has lost quite a lot of blood. Will that affect his equilibrium? Will that affect his energy output?
Not that amount of blood actually will not. What could do it is a broken nose where the blood goes into the lungs, but right now the amount of blood he shed will be just fine.
That's a beautiful underhook body lock takedown, and again slices through right into the mount position in front of us.
Strikes coming, and as the position is lost, he'll just transition to another one. Ikram Aliskerov never stays anywhere too long. Knows when to hold him, knows when to fold him. Right now he's just relentless with his positional and striking attack back to back and at the same time. Mount, back mount,
head-on triangle potential
mount.
here. Head-on triangle, but Miro tries to roll with it. Ikram Aliskerov forced to readjust. And this is beautiful ground dominance from Ikram Aliskerov. Trying to dig in for another Kimura potentially on the far side.
Half Nelson to that key lock attempt.
Step over the head. That
it's
looks
close,
tight.
it's over.
That is beautiful. What a performance from Ikram Aliskerov. But you have to give credit to Miro Jurković, taking the fight on short notice. Again, the type of fighter that just enhances his reputation. But right now, let's talk a little bit about Ikram Aliskerov. Is he potentially next in line for a shot at the middleweight title?
Absolutely he is, Phil. What I love about this man is he never stops attacking, but he doesn't take any single attack too hard, too long. You see fighters who are up with strikes, they'll unleash a flurry, and if it doesn't work, they get a little gassed. They get in on the legs looking for a takedown, and they won't let it go. This was a perfect example. Perfect, I'm not using that word lightly. Example of how you attack in mixed martial arts. And that is a perfect example of how to stop it. When you get the arm in that position, there are two ways this ends, a snap or a tap. It was the latter.
Second win in a row for Ikram Aliskerov by Kimura. He may have found his new go-to favorite submission. Absolutely stunning stuff, but again, credit to Miro coming in short notice, taking the fight against one of the best middleweights in the world. Speaking of one of the best middleweights in the world, Ikram Aliskerov has shown just why he is so highly thought of in global mixed martial arts. Carlos Kramer makes his way to the cage. Let's make the decision official.
All right, Brave Nation, our incredible night continues. This bout ends at 1 minute 11 seconds of the second round. Your winner by Kimura from KHK Team Bahrain, Ikram Aliskerov.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos Kramer making it